Hello everyone. So today we're going to talk about gateways. As you can see, I'm already on this very cool website called start.spring.io. We'll start by generating our gateway project. We'll also generate a couple of resource apps to which our gateway will be routing. And yeah, that'll be pretty much it. So I already wrote my group name. Do write whatever your group name is, usually common your surname. Then the name of our project is Gateway Demo, but feel free to choose whatever. We're gonna go with jar. It's gonna be Java. You can choose whichever Java version you want, whatever. Let's just choose 21 since I have 21 installed on my system. Do pick whichever. But obviously, since we're working with Spring Boot 3, which is a modern version, 3+, you need Java 17 or higher. Then I'm gonna stick to Maven, and yes, the only dependency I'm gonna add it again so you guys can see, is gateway. There are two gateways available right now. There's a standard gateway and reactive gateway. The difference is reactive gateway is supposed to be more performant. It is more performant by using the reactive model, but it brings in a bit of additional complexity of you having to write this, let's call it unintuitive reactive syntaxes, but we will just pick that, and yeah, since we will have very little to no configuration. And that's pretty much it. We will press generate. So now you should have it downloaded. While we're at it, we will right away grab a couple of more services. Let's grab booking service, which will be our resource server for our bookings. All the same configuration, but the only thing we need is Spring Web. Yeah. So we'll press that. No, we don't need to explore. We just need to generate. And then same thing, because I want to have two services. Let's also have order service. And yeah, it also just needs Spring Web. All right. So we just click generate. Now, just like me, you should have this three zips download in your downloads folder. Just unzip them, bam, bam, and then we will just grab all of them. And let's just go to your projects folder, wherever it is. Yeah, grab these three and just throw it there. And now all you gotta do is open your favorite editor, which if it's not IntelliJ, then we have some issues. Let me just remove the previous iteration. Good. So now I will just open, let's start with, where's my project? Oops, I opened the full project thingy. That's not what I meant to do. Again, I want to open, where's my projects? Just the gateway demo, please. Thank you very much. And then while I'm at it, I also want to go to file, open. I'll just open all three of them right away. So I also want my booking service, open, new window, and then file, open. Again, what's the third project? It's order service. There we go. New window. So now I have all three of them open. I'll stick to the first ones for now. So gateway, and it's, yeah, you will see how easy it is to find to define everything. So basically, what we want to achieve is that our gateway app, which is a Java app that routes to other Java apps, routes URLs based on specific URI pattern to booking service, and based on some other URLs to order service, right? So for that, we just need to define properties. I like to work with YAML just because it's a bit less repetitive, but you can define everything in the same way in properties. So the way you write it, and IntelliJ will help you with this, basically you write Spring, Cloud, Gateway, Routes, and from here you just define your route. So first property is ID. You want to have an ID. ID, honestly, it absolutely doesn't matter what you put. You can write abracadabra here, it will still work. So the only thing is you don't want your IDs to be, you want them to be unique, and they're only useful if you want to, in runtime, inspect your routes for whatever reason, and you can fetch them by ID, but honestly, you don't need to worry about it. So let's call this booking route. Then you want to give it some kind of URI, and I'm gonna make this a bit more dynamic. I'm just gonna say navigate to domains booking service, and we'll define this property in a second. Then we want to define some predicates, and basically the predicate should be based on something. Is basically Boolean condition based on which we route to this specific route, because we'll have many routes. And we want to route based on path, so anything that starts with bookings, we want to route here. And that's pretty much it. Now, in absolutely the same fashion, we just create another route, call this one order route. Let's have it point obviously to another domain. And this predicate is going to be orders. And that's it. And we're done. Now the only thing is we're missing is our domains. And then booking service. And let's have this one be localhost 8081, because Spring Gateway is running on 8080 by default. If you guys want to, I can specifically server port, just be very explicit about this, but it's gonna be so, and order service is gonna be in HTTP localhost 8082. Again, I have a typo. And now it looks good. Good, very good. So when we start this, and let's just start it just to see, because if we have some like very big mistake or obvious mistake, it would have right now screamed at me, hey, your configuration sucks. But since it started, we can assume that our configuration is kind of correct. Now let's go to booking service. Again, it's going to be extremely minimal. We're just going to create one package, or let's just go right away with class. We want it to be in controller package, and let's call this right now booking controller. And here we have a REST controller. We wanted to only work with bookings, and at get mapping, we wanted to grab booking ID or whatever, and we do public string fetch booking by ID. It will get at pass variable, yeah, whatever, long booking ID, and then we do return successfully fetched booking. There we go. Awesome. And same story here, pretty much absolutely the same story. We create here a new Java class. We'll call it order controller. Yeah, let's also put it into controller package, and at request mapping at REST controller. Let's call this also orders, and let's just even copy paste this because it's exactly the same stuff. And order ID, oops, copy of fetched order and order. So everything seems to be in order, and here also. And let's just start everything. So this is our order service. We started. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. We forgot to, or I forgot to change the port. Server port in this case 8082, and in case of booking controller 8081. So again, I tried to start it. This time it started on 8082. So this guy needs to also start on 8081. And now Gateway is also running, so we can try our application and see if it works. In IntelliJ, just so you guys know, there's the tools. I mean, you can do the same with Postman or whatever you guys like to use. But I'm gonna open under tools as an HTTP client. You have this, or let me just do it like this so you guys also see it. HTTP client. There you go. And then you can press this, and there you go. and I wanna send request, and this is important. I'm not sending it directly to my app, to the booking service or order service. I'm sending it to 8080 because, as you can see, it's a gateway demo that's running on 8080. The rest are running on 8081. And I'm gonna send the get request, and I'm gonna write here bookings, and I wanna get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one. And I thought it would work. And here I want 8080, but here I want orders 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's check this out. So as we can see, what we tried right now to call the bookings 1, 2, 3, 4 with a get, we got 200 OK, and we indeed got the response from the server. Awesome. When we try this one, we get the same successfully order, and we successfully get it from the order service. So as you can see, it works perfectly. Just so you can see how it looks if you, for whatever reason, forget, what do you call it, to, so I could comment this out. Yeah, I'll do it somewhere here. Comment with line, comment, yeah. So if we do it like this, and if we restart it, now if I try calling the order service, then I will get 404. So you can see it indeed, our configuration works, and we can make changes on it and everything. I thought I could do it, but yeah, whatever. Cool. Now, one thing I want to show you is that you don't have to do your configuration in YAML. I chose to, but you don't have to. You can do the same configuration in Java, and I'll show you how. So again, we will go through this. We will comment it out, and then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna create a new configuration class, config.route config. We're gonna make this configuration. And then we're gonna create a bean, make a public route locator. Exactly. And then we do return, builder, routes. Yeah, let's just do build so it stops being red. And then in between you put your route. So for example, route 1, again, the booking route is our ID, right? And then we want to provide it with what do you call it? Some lambda where we specify what this route is supposed to do. So we say its path is, oh, and I want to again grab the path from the property. So I do this, exactly, booking service, string booking service, and then we want the same for order service, and exactly, I want its path to be booking service. No, this is a predicate. So whenever we have bookings, blah blah, then it should go to URI and now booking service. Thank you. And now same here. But this time this will be for order service, and this will be orders, and this will be order. And that's as simple as that. So you can see that very simply you can do the same thing in Java, and we'll restart it just so you guys see that it works exactly the same. So now we've started it with only Java configuration. As you can see, the YAML configuration has been commented out, and I can still get my booking. I can still get my order. So that's it. Yeah, as simple as that. As you can see, it didn't even take us like 10-15 minutes with also talking, and you already have your apps and gateway routing to them. So very simple to set up. And obviously a lot of people have questioned, why do we even need gateway? Well, essential for microservice architecture. But what is a gateway? It's a Java app that routes to other Java apps. And as you might have remembered from the definition, oh no, not this one. If we look at it here, gateway, it provides cross-cutting concerns. for security, monitoring, and resiliency. So why do we care about, first of all, what is cross-cutting concern? It's concerns that cut across your application. So they don't happen in one place, they happen in many places, in many applications, and so they're cutting across. And that's why they're hard to, in your application, it's not possible for you to limit them to one place. Such as, for example, authentication is a very known example about it. So instead of having to re-implement authentication for every single one of your apps, such as booking service, order service, whatever, you can put also authentication in gateway and only make gateway available with a public port. All the other applications are, like hidden behind, however, in private networks or whatever. And your clients can only communicate, with your REST APIs through your gateway, and that's how you're secure. And we will take a look at how to set it up all in the future videos. But yeah, that's pretty much the main reason. And it is indeed comfortable because yes, just a simple routing you could have done without a Java application, but you can add as much custom logic as you want into it, and this is indeed extremely comfortable. Cool. Hope you learned something, and see you in the next video.